Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, July 5th, 1925. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt addressing you as the Vesper bells fade into the tranquil Sunday evening air. Our day of devotion has proceeded with appropriate serenity, blessed by the continuing settled conditions that Mr. Higgins observes as characteristic of July's first week. The morning service was well attended, with the Church Flower Committee's arrangement of blooms gathered from yesterday's Horticultural Society exhibition, drawing particular admiration. The Reverend Holloway's sermon on the fruits of community labour was received with appreciative nods, while the parish hall ensemble's musical accompaniment demonstrated the excellence that made yesterday's fete performances so memorable. I am delighted to report a charming development that has added considerable animation to our peaceful Sunday afternoon. Young Master Henry Blackwood, aged 10 years and son of Mr. and Mrs. Geoffrey Blackwood of Meadowside Farm, approached his parents this morning with what his mother describes as a most thoughtful proposal for proper countryside hospitality. Master Henry, having observed young Miss Beatrice's evident fascination with our local flora during yesterday's fete, requested permission to organize an exploratory expedition to the ancient beech wood beyond Farmer Giles's western pasture. The proposal was enhanced by the participation of Miss Rosalind Ashford, aged 9 years, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Charles Ashford of Willowbrook Cottage. Miss Rosalind, who possesses what her governess terms remarkable knowledge of woodland wildflowers and their seasonal habits, volunteered to serve as botanical guide for the expedition. Mrs. Margaret Whitmore graciously consented to supervise the adventure, expressing delight that her granddaughter would experience the proper English countryside under knowledgeable local guidance. The woodland expedition commenced at 2:30, with Mrs. Whitmore proving an admirable supervisor despite her years. Miss Beatrice was observed carrying her botanical collecting basket with evident anticipation, while Master Henry demonstrated what his father characterizes as proper country courtesy in introducing our visitor to local natural treasures. Miss Rosalind's expertise regarding woodland specimens proved invaluable, with several discoveries documented for Miss Beatrice's ongoing botanical portfolio. Mrs. Dorothy Ashworth spent the afternoon arranging refreshments for the expedition's return, expressing considerable satisfaction that dear Margaret has found renewed vigour in supervising these young naturalists' scholarly pursuits. The sisters' reunion continues to bring joy to Rosemere House, with their garden conversations frequently interrupted by appreciative observations of village life's gentle rhythms. Watson has returned to his customary Sunday dignity following yesterday's celebrity status and touching sibling reunion. Mrs. Hartley observes that Watson possesses remarkable understanding of Sunday's contemplative atmosphere, maintaining his professional supervision while allowing our patrons peaceful reflection on yesterday's memorable festivities. The tea room's gentle Sunday refreshments provided welcome respite for residents reflecting on yesterday's triumph, with Mrs. Hartley noting that several patrons lingered longer than usual, apparently reluctant to conclude discussions of the fate's various successes. Colonel Weatherby completed his documentation from yesterday's ornithological verification survey, expressing satisfaction with what he described to Constable Porter as comprehensive observations that will enhance our community's scholarly reputation. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen maintained its Sunday observance with appropriate dignity, producing no afternoon egg, while resting contentedly beneath the apple tree. Dr. Peterson suggests this represents proper Sabbath reflection while preserving the agricultural dedication that achieved yesterday's celebrated recognition. The woodland expedition returned at precisely 5 o'clock, with all three young naturalists expressing considerable enthusiasm regarding their discoveries. Miss Beatrice was heard describing the adventure to her great-aunt as perfectly educational and delightfully English, while Master Henry and Miss Rosalind demonstrated evident pride in sharing our countryside's natural treasures with their scholarly visitor. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where the Sabbath closes with the satisfaction of yesterday's celebration treasured and the gentle anticipation of new friendships flourishing through shared appreciation of our peaceful village's natural abundance.